staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Change this route. Joseph. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there.
Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The run to the left. Thrust that arm out. There he goes. Touchdown, Badger. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
takeaway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Davidson. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Hines is tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Throwing Joseph. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They go play action with Joseph. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The offense changing the play. This time it's complete.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Joseph, under fire. Got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver, and getting a fresh set of downs.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Out of the end zone. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides to the back. Plows through the defense. Finding some room. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Clemson. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The option, the keeper, makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Joseph. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's a...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a turning it on. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Joseph. The short hands, it's Hilton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Again, it's Joseph. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Joseph. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Fights off a defender. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. Here's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Joseph on the play action. Here's the pressure. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Joseph. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Running inside, it's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that
throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Reynolds. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
And the Badgers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The run inside. It's Johnson. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. No fair catches here, looking for room. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Throwing Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Joseph. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to... on the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Corner's going to give them room. They'll give it to Johnson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the air, it's Reynolds. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Runs through a tackle and runs through another one. Touchdown, Badger! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball at his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Running it to the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Rigby. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Calls his own number. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Joseph. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense...
Touchdown, Wisconsin! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. They'll run the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Quarterback making adjustments. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badger! That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
There he goes. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! The Tigers are back on top.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
A minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're dealing with a second and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Joseph. Quick strike complete. Bulldozes his way through. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. Found the seam on the back. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll try to slam it in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.